Good luck, boys.
Oh, Lee Friedman. Did I take... I did take Crown Glory. I took Crown Glory, didn't I? I took Crown Glory.
For the 2-year-olds over 1,200 metres now. Ron Davison's thoughts. Duff will start with the top one.
What did I take in the Quinellas?
From the John Selly entry
The
stable,
Quinellas.
Caulfield, Dan and Nick Lick to right.
Thanks,
Well, he's the big question mark, always.
Yeah,
He's
here
Blue
we
Diamond
go.
winner. They paid a lane entry fee for him to get into the race, and he looks very fit and very
Well, the
fit.
favourite, Too Strong there, Gold Crystal at $2.10 and $1.40. Gold Crystal, Dwayne Dunn aboard, breaking through today. And this is what they're all racing for, the Amy Golden Slipper. There's the grand prize, but of course there's also, at the end of the day, $1.5 million in prize money. And the runners are in the mounting yard. They've been introduced to this massive crowd here today. I'll be interested to see what the crowd figures are. But all vantage points right along seem to have been taken up. There it is, looking at from the Goodyear blimp. Still a few seats available there in sections of the members stand, but that's it. Big crowd here. What a spectacular scene it is. And we'll have a look at that market again for you. The ratings, by the way, are we've got 6 of them for you. In the order of the ratings, it's Road to Success on top, showing $14. Great Crusader number 3, 13 French Braids, 17 Fates Gallant, 6 King of Danes, and Assertive Lad rates number 6 in the ratings. Let's check the tote call. Road to Success 14, 340 Assertive Lad. Great Crusader 2018 Kudamutu, trained by Jack Denham. De France at $42, Clary Connors the trainer. King of Danes, $19, Bruce McLaughlin the mentor. Lord Dane is out. Gay Waterhouse's Phoenix Park is at $10, back in a point. Number 8, Continuum, $70 from the Hawks camp, as is Veteran at $65 and Preserve at $24. Belle de Jour is at $11 and it's owned by John Singleton, Bob Hawks. French Braids is at $6, trained by Billy Mitchell, operator $69, $8.60 for Crown Glory from the Freedman's camp, and Misunderstood at $82, and Fates Gallant is at $13. So there you have them. And we'll just have a look at some of these runners in the mounting yard. We'll take you back to John Tapp and also to Tony Brassel soon. There's number 2, which is Assertive Lad, Shane Dye, trained by Gay Waterhouse. And had no luck, of course, at Canterbury when it was down narrowly in that night meeting behind Kudamutu. But by golly, there's plenty of class about this galloper. Magic Millions winner. In fact, it should have an unblemished record, really, when you take into consideration that the failing to have no luck in that race at Canterbury. But anyhow, had some troubles in the lead up to the big race, but we're told all is well. It trialled very well, and there'll be a great chance. There's Great Crusader, and the rider, of course, is Michael Carl, one of the 2 top hopes from Queensland. Great Crusader, particularly from Toowoomba. And it's had 6 starts for 4 wins, and won the Todman Slipper trial here, defeating Lord Dane a couple of weeks back. Kudamutu, $18 and $4.10, trained by Jack Denham. Terrific second in the 2KY. Illawarra Classic behind King of Dane's got a long way back in that race. Number 5 is De France. That won the Pago here last week, coming from a long way back in the field. Chris Nunn's aboard today, and they only had a handful of starts, 4 starts, in fact, for first and second. That was its first win the other day. King of Danes, Jimmy Cassidy aboard, $19 and $5.10. Trained in Queensland by Bruce McLaughlin, and King of Danes, of course, showed heaps of speed in winning the Illawarra Classic. There's number 14 on the screen now, and that is operators from the John Hawkes stable. One, I think it's 4 runners, or could be one more. I'm not sure. At least 4 runners in the big race, anyhow, from the John Hawkes stable. There's John Hawkes right now. Number 9 just passed us on screen. Continuum, trained by John Hawkes as well. Veterans another. Preserve, Operettas, all trained by John. Now, there's number 8, Phoenix Park, with Danny Beasley from the Gay Waterhouse stable. Nice third behind Great Crusader. A bit of a tip here today too. Stuck on very gamely in that race behind Great Crusader a fortnight back. And is nicely drawn. He's already won a big race, a Group 1, Danny Beasley, in winning the New Market on Miss Penny Money. What a thrill it will give this young lad this afternoon should he win the best 2-year-old race in the world. And we're going to take you to John Tapp in just a moment. Still Assertive Lad is the tote favourite at $3.50. Number 9 is Continuum on your screen now with Brady Preble aboard. It's drawn nicely at barrier 2 and failed behind Great Crusader. Didn't really have any excuses on that occasion either, I thought. So it is at big odds, as you can see, $81 and $15 for Continuum. We're just looking for a couple of other runners. But John Tapp's standing by John.
Thanks, Graham. I'm standing with a young man called Jamie Nielsen, whose future career would be kick-started in no mean order if a filly called Fate Gallant can win the Golden Slipper. Jamie, this has been a topsy-turvy ride, hasn't it, this last week? 48 hours ago, you weren't even in the slipper.
No, that's right, John. It's been topsy-turvy, but we always had our hopes up. We were first emergency, so always a chance, and just trained for this race all the way through. So thank God she got a run. I'm sure she'll show up.
Jamie, how did you find out Lord Dane was a scratching?
Well, Glenn started ringing me saying he started getting the word about 9 o'clock yesterday, but I waited officially to the STC stewards rang me about 2:30 yesterday afternoon. Then I then knew that we were in. I was tickled pink.
So you've just continued on training this filly as though she were a certain runner.
Oh, definitely, John. She was first emergency. You never know, the weather could have turned and a horse might have came out or just an injury. So she's always been prepared for this race this week, and she worked beautiful, and she was pinpointed for this race.
Pre-race nerves are non-existent where she's concerned. She couldn't care less.
No, must get that from Brave Warrior Hills the same too. Of course, it sort of embarks a good quality horse. They sort of reserve their energies, and she's done that today, so hopefully she's reserved it for the right end.
Any instructions for Glenn, or are you leaving it to him?
You know what the slipper's like, John. It's a hectic sort of race. If you give them instructions, they can sort of get in their head and muck up. So Glenn was just told to stay about 2 to 3 lengths off the speed and sort of give her plenty of room and hope for luck.
Jamie, she did things wrong in the Riesling slipper trial, and they certainly cost her the race. Inexperience, I guess, is the one thing that's nagging at you a little bit.
Oh, definitely, for this sort of race. But, it's a sort of race you can't give them too many starts before either. So, I'm just hoping that each start she's improved what she has. In her training, she's done terrific. So I'm just hoping it comes together today.
James, I know you will have spared a thought this past few days for the late Eric Kerwin, a great man and a great horse trainer who taught you all the fundamentals of training racehorses. I imagine his wife Marie and his daughters will be huddled around a Sky Racing monitor right at this moment in Brisbane, watching the running of this year's slipper.
Yeah, well, Mrs. Cohen's actually come up today, so she came down. That meant a lot to us. Hopefully she can do the job for her, and maybe Mr. Cohen was shining on us when she got a start. You never know.
Well, Eric trained her sire, Brave Warrior, and it's just a tragedy that he can't be here today to see this filly go around.
No, it would have been lovely just to show him that, we've come up in the training ranks, and it was his tutoring that gave us that sort of foundation to do so. So, whatever happens is for him.
James, I hope a few minutes from now you're a very famous horse trainer all of a sudden.
Oh, I hope so, Johnny.
Hope to talk to you after the race.
Thanks, mate.
Jamie Nielsen, Fate Gallant, and here is Tony Brassel, another famous man. Doesn't train horses, but he knows a fair bit about them.
Yeah, I tip them and I back them. That's one thing I do, Tappy. I've got to go with the one I've been pretty keen on for a few weeks. That's number 15, Crown Glory. She looks in sparkling condition. Most of the horses look in excellent fashion today, Tappy. Like the vibe hasn't got to most of them. So it's made it very difficult to sort out the best on looks, but I'm sticking with her. She's a lovely type by Dane Hill, trained by Lou Friedman. She's the top pick. Now, both of Gay's horses, Assertive Lad and Phoenix Park, A1. Cannot fault either of them. Their attitude's terrific. Their coats are gleaming. So I've got to put both of those in as serious chances. And Jamie's horse, she looks $1 million too. Number 17, Fates Gallant. Her 2 runs in Sydney have been excellent. The big atmosphere hasn't got to her one bit, so she's a definite show.
Let me spring this one on you. The best roughie in the Golden Slipper.
Best roughie, I would say King of Danes. King of Danes looked very well. He was keen to get on with the job. On his toes, but he hadn't broken out into a sweat or anything like that. And at the odds, he's sure to give you a side. He goes like a firecracker, doesn't he, from the gate? And
Jimmy Cassidy yet to win a slipper. It's hard to believe.
Well, that's right. One of the best jockeys we've seen here for around about 2 decades or so now. Well, he's just a big race rider, isn't he, Pumper?
Tone, good luck and thanks for talking to us.
Thank you, JT.
Well, Shadow, that's the scene. There's a certain electric atmosphere starting to prevail down here. And very soon you're going to hear an almighty roar as the 16 juvenile thoroughbreds leave the gate with $2.5 million staring them in the face.
Yeah, John. Oh dear, the moment is just about upon us. And there it is from the Goodyear blimp. The runners have arrived at the 1200 metre chute, and shortly they'll start to move in for the big race. Let's check the market once again for you. And it's Assertive Lad 360, French Braid 630, 760 Crown Glory, Belle de Jour 11, Phoenix Park 11 and 12 Fates Gallant. Let's look ahead to some other markets and we clear all those up for you. So we can stay with all the action here. And the race to follow this will be from Doomben. 6 Jacob's Pride, the top rated from 3 Stellar Race, 4 Terjoul, 8 Face It, 6, 3, 4 and 8. Here's the tote call for you. And it shows Trustcliffe 11, Jaded 960, Stellar Race 17, 12 Terjoul, in our time 23, Jacob's Pride 510, Sign Bar 43, Face It $24, number 8. Over the page to number 9, Fair Pay 560, Cashar 35, Rose of Gladfield 420, Wonder Kick 66, 13 out, and Rocket Wheel $12 for race number 5, I think it is, at Doomben. Or race 6, I should say. Right, now, let's have a look at some dividends officially at Cheltenham. Gold Crystal, $2.10, $1.40. Manetti, $2.90, and Classy Babe, $7.70. 2.612, Cornella, and Trifecta dividends you have. The race to follow Doomben will be Moonee Valley. So we'll have a quick peep at that for you as they prepare to move up here for the Golden Slipper. 1 Evocative, 2 Fasado, 3 Mr. Donizetti, 4 Brew, 1, 2, 3, 4 at the ratings. Evocative 330, Fasado 520, Mr. Donizetti 910, Brew 365 out, Hot Taste 15, Merlin's Law 10, Monday Vert is at $15. Over the page we go to number 9, and that is outstretched 10 is Earlwood Manor at 26 and 11 Captivator $38. 26 minutes away is the next event in Melbourne. There's the Goodyear blimp providing us over all the overhead footage today. And a last look at the market for the Golden Slipper, a full market as they get set. Road Success 13, 360 Assertive Lad 18, Great Crusader, Kudamudu 20, 45 De France, King of Danes 19, 7 is out, about 6 out of line, Phoenix Park $11, number 8, 79 Continuing, Veteran 68, 20 Preserve, Belle de Jour 11, 630 French Braids, 60 Operettas, 740 Crown Glory, Miss Thunderstood $98. And over the page, one more, Fates Gallant at $12. That's it, the Amy Golden Slipper Stakes. There's your tote call. Fasten your seat belts. They're about to fly for the big race as we take you to Terry Bailey for his call of the Golden Slipper for 2000.
Operettas coming up. Operettas moving in, so there's only a few out. Kutamudu and Assertive Lad. 2 to move in for the running of the Amy Golden Slipper. Favourite, Assertive Lad at 370. French Braids, Crown Glory have both been heavily backed. The Blue Diamond winner, Road to Success, has met with support and in front of a very rowdy crowd who have been thrilled with Tie the Knot, winning his 2nd Mercedes Classic. They're on their toes. Fever pitch atmosphere for the slipper. They're all in. Starter, all hands in the air. Line cleared and they're set for the Amy Golden Slipper. They're racing and Belle de Jour came up in the air. Beasley was nearly catapulted out of the saddle. Away quickly, French Braids. King of Danes going quickly. Great Crusader, Phoenix Park, Misunderstood showing plenty of speed. Phoenix Park is very wide as they settle down. On settling, King of Danes leads the way from Great Crusader. Phoenix Park now 3rd on the fence. Road to Success moving up around Assertive Lad, 2 lengths away, French Braids. Then Misunderstood, she's in between runners. Fate Gallant wide on the track, starting to go around the outside as they come down the side from Operetta's de France. Preserve is a long way back in front of her. Crown Glory with Veteran. Then Belle de Jour and Continuum last on the fence. King of Danes in front. Leads by a length on his Queensland counterpart. That's Great Crusader. 2 lengths Phoenix Park. Assertive Lads under the bat. They were followed by French Braids. Road to Success. Great Crusader ambled up on the outside of King of Danes. 2 lengths Assertive Lad and French Braids about to burst in the clear. Phoenix Park in front of her. Great Crusaders hit the lead at the 200 from King of Danes. They were followed by Assertive Lad. And here's the winner. Crown Glory starting to storm home with Belle de Jour. Belle de Jour's got the run with Crown Glory. Belle de Jour hit the lead. And one of the great wins in the Golden Slipper after bungling the start. She's won it from Crown Glory. What a performance. Third's a photo. Assertive Lad or Continuum from French Braids, Phoenix Park and King of Danes. Misunderstood, Great Crusader, Preserved there. They were followed by De France, Road to Success, Veteran. Then came Operettas, Kutamutu, Fate Gallant. That is unbelievable. Has missed the kick, went up in the air at the start, has come from nowhere. How did she win the slipper? It looked like Crown Glory for all money at the 100 when she moved up, but she's failed, and Belle de Jour has got there to give Clary Connors yet another Golden Slipper. In one of the greatest performances in the history of the race, number 12 has won. 12 is first, Belle de Jour by a nose from Crown Glory, who looked all over a winner at the 100 peg when she loomed up. And third prize going to Assertive Lad, number 2, in a very tight photo finish. Belle de Jour has fallen in by a breath, by an absolute breath. Belle de Jour by De Hare out of Delightful Belle, a great mare herself. And John Singleton said, if I win the Golden Slipper, he will shout for the public, free beer for the rest of the day. And I can...
Well, you've got to see it to believe it, folks. You would have to have seen that to believe it. Let's go to John Tapp.
Righto, Graham, I've got some members of the Connors family here, son Mark and wife Marie. I'll just give Marie one moment to regain composure. You're pretty cool, though, for the son of a bloke who's trained 4 slipper winners.
Mate, that's unbelievable. Here's my owners here, Jerry Rose, mate. Super.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Jerry Rose, an eminent Sydney veterinary surgeon who part owns Belle de Jour. Jerry, stop cuddling Bob Ingham and talk to me. You're live on television here, son. Turn round. Turn round. No, Marie, everybody's ignoring me. Congratulations, sweetheart. You've done it again.
It was unbelievable. I thought she was going to be non-starter.
What do you think happened? You got any idea?
I don't know. She looked like she might have got caught or something. I don't know. It was just... How good.
The last filly I saw do that to win a slipper was Storm Queen, to give him that much start and finish that quickly. Oh, and burst. She wasn't that far back, though, mate.
Oh, darling, I can't talk.
Where's your husband?
He's there with the...
Thanks, Marie. All right, Simon Marshall, we'll go to you now, mate.
Right, let's take you to Simon Marshall.
Just go straight to the outside and we'll be out of trouble. But he didn't, so I had to stay there, and I just got the dream run right up the middle.
Yeah. Hey, mate, 50 metres from home, you still think you were going to win from there?
I saw Damien's filly kick back, and I was thinking, oh, come on, just find that a little bit more. And we found it, and we got the money.
What about Clary? He's just pulled down about 4 people out of the grandstand and nearly ripped the grandstand down. How is it, mate?
Mate, I can't describe the feeling.
Your first Golden Slipper, Len?
Yes, that's right. I just want to say hello to my kids at home, and I love yous.
Yeah, what about Clary's performance?
Yeah, unbelievable, you know. He's the man.
All right, there you go, Lenny Beasley's first Golden Slipper.
Oh, my God. Oh, my dear. Oh, wow. What a day this is. And have a look at the Connors. By golly. Anya Marie, Clary, Lenny Beasley. What a moment of glory for him. Back to you, John.
What a bloody terrible call, Tappy.
Prime Minister. Well done. Blanche, congratulations.
What about that, mate?
What a performance from where I just
It was
didn't think
freakish.
I don't know
One
how
of
it
the
did
greatest in slipper history.
I don't know how it made it. I had sort of given up hope, and then I said, here it comes.
The last filly I saw finish that quickly to win a slipper was Storm Queen in 1966.
What time did it run?
I can't remember.
No.
Oh, your filly, I don't know. Haven't checked yet. You'll find out what happened at the start. I don't know if somebody had hold of a head or what.
But that'd have to be one of the great wins, wouldn't it?
Beasley was almost unseated. A freak riding performance.
Yeah.
You better throw a bit extra into the swing.
He'll be looked after.
Congratulations to you both.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Tremendous. Congratulations, Blanche. Yeah. Well, I don't know. You know, Graham, I missed all of this business when I was calling races, stuck up in the broadcasting box as Terry Bailey is today. I've just never sampled anything quite like this. The euphoria is indescribable. Here's Yvonne Smith, one of the part owners of Assertive Lad. Yvonne, so near but yet so far. He was home.
He was, yeah. And disappointing, but he still ran a place, so I'm happy with that. But it would have been nice. But all credit to the winner. It was a fabulous run.
You're aware of how good her performance was?
Absolutely, yeah. That was stunning.
Now, did you notice your bloke, about 600 metres out, spat out the bit? And he was under immense pressure coming to the turn. I thought he was gone there.
Really? No, I didn't notice that. It was just too all exciting, and bang, it's finished. And next year, hopefully, with something else. Yeah.
Yvonne, you can't help but wonder, you know, had he had one run under his belt close to the slipper, would it have made the difference?
Maybe. But hindsight's a wonderful thing, and well, it's, you know, I'm just happy for the winners anyway. So I said the other day, my main danger was Belle, and she's done it well.
And third's better than ninth.
It is, yeah.
You didn't win the slipper, but you look terrific.
Thanks, Johnny.
Well done. Thanks for talking to us. Yvonne Smith from the Gold Coast. Hello. Singo, come back in, son. This little lady here is June Truscott, wife of Wally Truscott, well-known car man here in Sydney and a great racing man himself. Hello, June. How are you?
Hello, mate.
You've done it, mate. You've done it. Charlie Bubbles couldn't. Beans couldn't. Sunshine Sally couldn't.
Melly couldn't. But now, free piss in the public bar all night. Can you say that on Sky? We just did.
Anywhere outside the
Not
members?
the members.
No members allowed?
No members, no. No members. In the public bar, mate. Free tours all over. But, mate, what a thrill. You saw the race? Did you watch the race?
I thought Lenny was going to part company with her when they jumped. I don't know. Do you know yet what happened?
Well, I thought Hansi Cronje had got to him, you know? Well, he's been ringing Indian bookmakers overnight. He's missed the start by 20 lengths. Yeah. I thought, we'll watch and see, you know, if he doodles around and maybe...
John, I think
he's a genius. He's a genius.
I think the post-race wash-up will prove that Len Beasley's ride goes down as one of the great slipper-winning rides. The only hope he had after that was don't panic. And he certainly didn't do that.
Because we had a race before the Magic Millions where the jockey panicked and he missed the start as badly as that. And he caught them in 200 metres, but obviously she was gone after that. So it was just... Oh, he's a genius, Lenny Beasley. He was a dope. 80 or 90 seconds ago, he was a dope. Never would ride for me again. Now he's a dead set genius.
What about your trainer? He's got a rough idea too.
You have gone from dope to genius real quick.
Lenny, tell us what happened at the start. The whole of Australia is wondering.
Come on, that's not nice. Dope from... Come on.
Finish up a genius.
Come on, Mr. Singleton.
Mate, John. You call me John.
Basically,
Mr. Beasley.
Just make sure them boys get their beer.
Yeah, we will.
Basically, she was standing there as good as gold, and right when he let him open, she's done a little rarer, and at the same time, she tried to jump, and unfortunately, she instead of jumping out, she jumped up. She jumped that high in the air. When she came down, I nearly fell off her. Yeah, so we know how to ride her next start, get back on her.
You didn't lose an iron?
No, I didn't, luckily.
You grabbed hold of a handful of mane, I guess?
I always hang on to the breastplate, John, and probably that's what saved me.
Now, when it missed the start, Hawkeye said to me something terrible. Did you think what he said?
About that bloke hanging on to it?
Yeah, no, not about you, just... Gee whiz.
Yeah.
Len, you've got to weigh in, but just take me quickly through the race, say, from the 600 home. What happened?
She got pulling a little bit, and I ran up the middle of them, and I was thinking to myself, I don't know if I've done the right thing here, because I'm just going to get caught behind slow horses. And then I sort of got it to relax, and Larry was racing outside me. Larry Cassidy, I said to Larry, move out, so we can stay out of trouble, and so we don't get the slow horses coming back in our face. And he didn't listen to me, just shoved me back in, and I just got the best run through the middle.
She went to the line as though she just joined in. Could you believe the way she found the line?
she's a good filly, John. She's just a trier. I went and rode a track work on Monday, and on a track work, you wouldn't think she could win a maiden at Kumadichi, wherever that is.
Yeah,
but
Barry Connor said, by the way, worked brilliantly.
She probably ran time, but the way she feels, she just feels very ordinary in a track work. She's just a racehorse. She goes to the races and does her job there, and at home she basically just saves it for the races.
Hey, mate, in case you don't realise it, you've just won the Golden Slipper.
Yeah. Is this a dream or is it?
Yeah, no, it's real, and this is Singo, who's unreal.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
See you, Lenny. Well done, mate.
Well, I don't know what the stewards are happy with, is that? You weighed in?
The winning duo, John Leighton Hewitt Singleton and Lenny Beasley, a young jockey who's come a long way in a short time. There's Ronnie Duffy here, Lenny Beasley's manager. The Duff knows what it's like to ride in a Golden Slipper. He went around on another Singo filly called Beans a few years ago. Over here, boys. Here's Ron Duffy.
Yeah, it was good to see John win it. He pours plenty into the sport, and he's been out of it for a few years, but back in it, and he's great for racing. This crowd's just lapping all this up, so that's good for John, and he pours plenty in, and he's nearly getting square.
Ronnie, what about this young fellow, Lenny Beasley? You've guided his interest and his destiny for a few years now. Hasn't he matured in every way?
Oh, he's a good boy. My wife does all that now. Cheryl, she manages him now, and she's doing a very, very good job. And he's a good listener. He can cop a pay, and he's just willing to learn, and he wants to be a jockey.
Ron, his only hope after missing the start that badly was to stay calm. You know, and that really is the thing that puts him on another level, these jockeys.
Well, imagine what was going through his head. It's the biggest ride of his life, and she rears and stumbles out of the barrier, and it's easy. The best way to get a horse beat off after they miss the start is hunt up and go around them and try to ride to instructions. But as you said then, John, he stayed calm. He knew he had to ride for luck after that, and it was just an incredible performance.
Well, I said earlier, I haven't seen a filly finish that fast to win a slipper since Storm Queen. Well before your time. She ran the last furlong in 10 seconds that year.
Well, I think everyone on track's still in shock that she's won the race after what happened early, and I want to have another look at the replay because everyone couldn't believe it was her coming. They thought it was the wrong horse being called the last 100 metres, but it was just a great result, really.
Crown Glory finished almost as quickly, but not quite. Her run was terrific.
It was good. She showed significant improvement, but Belle de Jour's been the form filly all along, and you know, she hasn't had the credit that she's deserved, and she gets it today.
Ron, it's a funny game, this. Had she jumped with them from that gate, goodness knows what Lenny would have done or where he'd have finished. You know what I mean? Fate has maybe sealed, you know, the ultimate result here.
Exactly. Who knows what could have happened? She could have been 3 deep fighting for the lead there and run out of petrol, but she conserved energy. They went hard up front, and she got the last crack at them. Very good effort all round.
Good on you, mate. Thanks for talking to us. Ron Duffy. Graham, back to you, and strike me, Pink. I have never shared in a euphoria, a post-race euphoria, quite like this one.
Oh, John, I'm still bloody speechless. I just can't get over it. Well done. That was just superb television, mate. Well done. We'll come back for more of it shortly, but I think we'll get our breath back here and go to Alan Thomas.
Singo was just bumped me and said to ask you about the bet. Ask him about the bet. Well, he got on in the earlier stages, and he said I could have some of that, so I've taken a certain amount. The negotiation is what are the odds?
Good grief.
On at 40, 30,
oh my
25.
God.
I said, what am I on? And he said 2s. No wonder he shouted. Yeah, that's right. Congratulations. There they are again. Well, there you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. It's not for an hour.
Hang on, I can't hear anything, mate.
Stumps. So one more cheer for Singo, Hibbert.
Well, everything else is a bonus now after that. Have we? Oh, mate, that was wonderful television. Yeah, mate, what I saw then was just outstanding.
Just like Tappy got Singo.
Yeah.
I saw Lenny go past,
yeah.
and I said to Phil, get him now.
Yeah.
Just literally manhandled him over.
Mate. I'm just, I used to come back. There's no sense come back to me. I'm bloody speechless. I can't believe what I saw. And for Len, you can't believe it.
We've got Clary, we've got Singo.
Yeah.
We missed out on Hawkeye, he's there now, but
yeah.
we had him earlier.
Oh, yeah, we had him here, yeah.
incredible slip.
I've never seen a performance like that. Yeah. He was all but out of the saddle.
Never. Equal last at the turn.
Yeah.
It's gone well for him because in the straight she's wanted to drift in.
Yeah.
And she's gone to where the runs were.
Yeah.
And
he just didn't panic. That's what he didn't do. He just did not panic.
Very cool ride.
Oh, mate.
It's nice to see a couple of battlers doing well.
Yeah. Yeah, but the crowd, they said the bars are open.
Will be a presentation of trophies after the Amy Golden Slipper.
What are the placings? I can't hear. Well, placings there. In our time, the winner, number 5. And in our time, Nathan Day. I can't hear.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could just have your attention for the official presentation of the 2000 Amy Golden Slipper. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the chairman of the STC,
Turn it up.
Mr. Graham Patch.
Belle de Jour. What an effort. What a
John
win.
who? Okay, let's stand by with that now. Turn it up more, mate.
We're delighted to have Brian Keane, the CEO of Amy, with us, with his